I made a video in the past where I had showed how I could use a Canon Rebel 3 using OBS to capture video. And it was all right. I used a video capture device in order to get that video. It had problems. That setup that I had would sometimes be prone to troubles. I would have to troubleshoot the video capture card. I'd have to troubleshoot the USB devices. Later on, I had gotten a 5i, and it was kind of an upgrade from my 3. And I was reading about the fact that the new beta software that was released for Canon could actually be used to capture video without having to use a video capture card, an HDMI capture card. And when I heard about that, I was pretty excited. I wanted to try it out. So in this video, I'm going to show you how easy it is to set that up and how easy it is to use your 5i in order to record video for video streaming. Stay tuned. This is my rig. It's the Canon Rebel 5i. I'm using a power cord in place of using a battery pack, so I don't have to worry about the power going out when I'm doing my filming. So I'm using exclusively a USB cable on the side, and that's entirely what we're doing here. So there's no capture card, there's nothing like that. It is entirely a USB input that we're going to be using, and I'll be using the Canon utility in order to capture the video stream. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is switch this on over to video. Hear the shutter click on, that's how you know it works. Okay, let's go ahead and fire up OBS and take a look at this configuration. So the Canon camera utility kind of runs in the background. It's kind of like a driver. You don't really see an open-faced app that has configurations or settings. It just runs in the background and does its thing. Allows whatever application you're actually using to capture it as a device. And so you can see here, this is running right through my camera. Yeah. Hello. So I can tell right away that I'm going to have to do some things instead of OBS. So I'm just going to grab my outer frame here and kind of center the camera. Let's just see where I am. I'm looking at my camera's viewfinder as well, which I have pointing towards me to make sure everything's centered. I'm not in autofocus right now, so it just might be slightly out of focus, and if I step back here, I'll probably be a little bit better. Oops, there we go. All right, hey, how's it going? So right now I have got my own Yeti microphone here in front of me, and I'm recording through the microphone. And I'm just going to do some quick testing to see how good the frame rate is here. Now, I expect there to be a loss in frame rate because I'm running through, this is a USB 2.0 port, but this is, I think it's a USB 1 port that was on this 5i, so not exactly the fastest, rate that I could imagine for data transfer happening through that, but we'll see how this records. But I'm hoping that through me saying lots of words, we'll be able to see if my voice is tracking correctly to my lips and to see if I am having good frame rates with motion that's going on here. But anyway, this is it. This is how it looks. And I think it's not looking too bad here on the OBS preview. I'll be curious to see what it looks like when I get to playback. So let's see how it looks, and I'm going to stop recording right now and just take a look at it. Okay, so what you're seeing here is the raw file from OBS. The Canon capture utility is still running in the background, but I'm not using any other third-party applications to view the video feed. This is just raw from OBS. Thus far, I've been pretty impressed. I mean, as you can see here from my lips, everything's in sync with my voice. As I do motion here, you're not seeing lots of artifacts or, wave trails going on. Everything seems to be pretty darn clean, which I have to say is pretty impressive. In the past, again, I've been using HDMI capture devices, and my desk was always a mess. I'd have the capture card sitting here and wires going all over the place. And when I was, tasked with having to troubleshoot things, it was yet one additional thing that I would have to take a look at. Now there's one less USB device being used. And I have to say, I think this is a USB 2.0 port. The frame rate is impressive coming from this older camera. What is this, like 12, 13 years old now? It's really, really good. Considering the price point that you would pay on a 5i right now, on a Canon Rebel 5i, if you go out looking on eBay, I mean, it's right at the, mid echelon for the 4K cameras that are out there, like some of the better 4K cameras. This way beats the Brio 4K. So I say, from my experience here, I'm going to start continuing to use this. I'm going to make this my base platform and start recording all of my videos using the Canon Rebel 5i through the USB port and using the Canon Capture utility. Fantastic, and in conjunction with OBS, I gotta say, really impressive. Anyway, I hope you found this information helpful. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, just leave them down below. I try to keep up with everybody. Thank you, take care.